Here we are taking a live look outside. Pogue Inlet Pier. A lot of people, in spite of the filtered sunshine, making the way out to the beach for us today. We are looking at that moderate rip current threat risk along the coastal areas for us here. There's light and variable winds, and those seas will still continue to drop as we head on in through the next couple days for us here. Drier air moving in from the north. That's why we are seeing a little bit more sunshine further north you go, and still seeing some of those high, thin cirrus clouds giving that filtered sunshine along the coastal areas there right now. No rainfall. That was a different story yesterday. Look at New Bern. Daily rainfall record, beating an 82-year-old record. We hit 1.93 inches of rainfall at the New Bern Airport yesterday, beating the old one by almost a quarter of an inch for us here. Again, temperature-wise, the further north you are, more sunshine earlier, or 84 Washington, same thing in Windsor, looking at 82 in Swansboro and also that in Jacksonville. It feels like upper 80s to near 90. Again, we are seeing a little bit more sunshine further to the north and further off to the south. So temperatures further north you are, the sooner you see that sunshine, upper 80s to near 90 there, holding in the mid 80s along the coastal areas for us as we head on in through this afternoon. And we'll also watch just inland from the beaches, those sea breeze showers or storms start to fire up for us here as we go on through the next couple hours. As I always stress, if you're close enough to hear thunder, potentially close enough to get struck by lightning. So if you're at the beaches, just turn around and keep an eye out of those storms developing a couple miles just inland from you. Warm and humid as we head overnight tonight. We'll call it partly cloudy at worst with those light winds. Could be some low clouds and fog forming during the overnight hours. Here's our setup. That front kind of stalled off towards our west. That will eventually slide offshore, and this high pressure will kind of dominate for the next couple days for us here. But it's the trouble we're watching underneath. This is the area the Hurricane Center had been watching all week. They give it about a 60% chance of developing, and I've been saying it doesn't really matter if it becomes a tropical system officially or not. It's coming out of the tropics. It's going to bring tropical moisture with it. They could even consider it a subtropical system, because normally in these setups, the western side has a lot of dry air that gets pulled off of the continent. So it does look like we'll get an area of low pressure from the tropics coming towards us here as we do head on in through the second half of our holiday weekend. Again, tomorrow, no issues for us here other than maybe some sea breeze showers as this weak front drops in. That'll be around mid-afternoon. No problems as far as the fireworks are concerned. You can see that low pressure starting to develop here off of the southeast coast. And again, whether it gets named or not, it's going to be coming with tropical moisture out of the Bahamas, and that looks like it's going to be impacting us here as we head on in through the day on Sunday. More than likely, the heavier rainfall will be closer to the coast, the stronger winds, if you want to call it that, probably along the coastal areas for us here as well. But it has the potential to dump some much more rainfall. Some spots could be looking over 2 to 3 inches of rainfall in here on Sunday. We'll dry things out, maybe still some scattered showers early in the morning hours on Monday, then back to more typical summer weather for early next week.